Hello everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of the Department of Computer Applications, Holy Cross College of Management and Technology, Putturi, who has clubbed all of us for the international webinar on computer vision. In the beginning, I thank our Lord Almighty for His blessings on this very day. Honorable Metropolitan, His Grace Dr. Thomas Mathimotheos, Chairman, Holy Cross College of Management and Technology, Putturi. Respected Manager, Sri M.K. Skaria, Principal, Professor Srijesh S., Vice Principal, Dr. Vishnu Ashokan, HOD of the Department of Computer Applications, Thomas Abraham, our resource person, Mrs. Bhavya Kuruvilla K., Assistant Professor. Dear Professors and all the participants, hearty greetings and good afternoon. I, Tina Matthew, from the Department of Computer Applications, welcome all of you to this international webinar on the topic Computer Vision. Here's a brief introduction of our college, Holy Cross College of Management and Technology, Putturi. Established in 2003, the Holy Cross College, Putturi is imparting quality education in the undergraduate and graduate levels. Guided by competent teaching staff and administered by an efficient management system, the college has achieved several accolades among the affiliated colleges of the MG University. Presently, there are 6 undergraduate and 3 PG courses. Located at a scenic location, the campus is earlier known as Bombay Estate, is filled with tea plants and other trees needed for tea cultivation. Thus, the college has a beautiful campus. Among the facilities, computer lab, library, transportation facilities, playground, conference room, audiovisual room are worth mentioning. There are hostels for men and women guided by efficient wardens. Several students achieved ranks in MG University in the past several years. Most of them passed out as graduates and postgraduates are well placed in several government and non-government sectors. The college has a good placement cell. The college radiates academic atmosphere everywhere. Through this college, the Idukki district, especially Udmanjala Taluk, is benefited in a large measure. The college interacts with the society around in a constructive way, addressing its problems with the spirit of service-mindedness and devotion. Students from all over Kerala and from outsider Kerala states and NRI students are studying at the college. In the context of COVID-19, the college has developed online teaching in the most effective way. Now, it's time to introduce our main speaker for the day, Mrs. Bhavya Kuruvilla K., Assistant Professor. Her educational qualifications are PG in Computer Science and Information Technology, MPhil in Computer Science in the year 2017. She has been in the teaching field for the past 5.5 years, during which she was awarded Excellent Teacher Award in the year 2019 from the Department of Computer Applications at Holy Cross College, Putturi. She has published plenty of research papers at both national and international level. Her research interest is artificial intelligence. There were 1080 registrations for this webinar, out of which 107 were international participants. Over to you, our main speaker, Mrs. Bhavya Kuruvilla K.
Good afternoon all. First of all, I thank God Almighty for the blessings on this day. It's my privilege to thank His Grace Dr. Thomas Mathimotheos Metropolitan, the chairman of our college, Holy Cross College of Management and Technology, Putturi, for providing this opportunity to me. Next, I would like to thank our Honorable Manager, Sri M.K. Skaria, for his valuable support. I would like to thank our college principal, Professor Srijesh S., and Vice Principal, Dr. Vishnu Ashokan, for their valuable guidance. Next, I would like to thank our HOD, Mr. Thomas Abraham, for providing this opportunity and motivating us and motivating me for this wonderful session. And I would like to thank all the participants from all over the world for joining the session today. Now we can move on to our session, that is computer vision. Segmentation, recognition and interpretation. Here, image acquisition is the first process and pre-processing is the scaling of an image. Feature extraction, it classifies according to the feature. Then detection or segmentation, it is that partitioning into constituent parts, mainly called as objects of a varied or various classes. Next is recognition. It's the final process. Here we can assign a label. That is, if the image comes under, if the image comes under vehicle, then we can label it as vehicle, and we can see what type of vehicle is it. We can characterize and we can recognize it. Now we can see recognition cues. It's mainly based on color, texture, pattern, shape, association. We have seen that recognition is the final step in computer vision system methods. This recognition is mainly based on color, that is, it can take RGB, that is primary colors, with the pixels 0 to 255 range, and likewise it can recognize the image. Then we can see the texture, then pattern, then shapes. Many shapes clipping techniques are followed, and according to the shapes we can categorize it's under a polygon clipping or any other clipping. We can identify the correct picture. So the accuracy is mainly depend on this computer vision recognition part. Then we can associate the picture with the correct labels and we can categorize the picture. Next, we can see basic image processing methods. That is, first one luminance, second one color, third one linear filtering, fourth one non-linear filtering, fifth one tilting. These are the basic methods which are used for basic image processing. Luminance, it can be categorized under brightness, contrast, gamma. Then color, it's mainly based on black and white, saturation, white balance. Linear filtering, it categorizes according to the blur and sharpen images, edge detection. Many of the algorithms are used in order to edge detecting. That is, neighbor calculating algorithm is there. The next one is that non-linear filtering. Here bilateral filtering and median takes place. And tilting, here the quantization of images will take place. Quantization means digitizing the amplitude values, and it's just different from sampling. Sampling means digitizing the coordinate values of images. Quantization means digitizing the amplitude values. Okay, these are the basic methods, and next we can see many other fields are related with computer vision. That is, mathematics can be, may play a major role in computer vision because following methods are used in this. That is, calculus, linear algebra, probabilities and statistics. Here we are seeing today's example. We are mostly depending or analyzing the probability. Then signal processing, projective geometry, computational geometry, optimization theory, because mainly the digital images are analyzed or captured using sensors, and so optimization theory also comes under this, and control theory. Everything is related with computer vision. Then computer vision applications, move on to that. Many of the applications are moving towards computer vision. Earlier our vice principal sir has mentioned the same thing. Many of the applications are moving towards computer vision for processing and getting the high dimensional images. Here low level vision or mid level vision, multiple visions are there. That is, low level vision means
it's getting from the optical flow, that is basic image processing. Then mid-level vision means basic segmentation, filtering comes under this. Multiple view means it comes in 3D scenes. So many of the applications are depending on this computer visions for controlling processes, navigation, detecting events, organizing information, modeling objects or environments, and interaction, automatic inspection, that is mainly in the manufacturing applications, industries, etc. Much more are there. So first we can see many of the applications are there. First one is that optical character recognition or OCR. It's mainly identifying characters in images of printed or handwritten text, usually with the view for encoding the text in a format more suitable for editing or indexing. Here, the characters are mainly recognized by the computer using ASCII codes. Next one is that login without a password. It's also early mentioned that face recognition. So here we are using many of the passwords, or we are omitting the passwords and setting our face for recognizing and setting as an authorized person. So here the face recognition mainly depends on the images. Then it can be converted as pixels, and biometric systems are used in this. Biometric systems means we can get the biological tract of the particular person, and we are identifying that authorized person in order to unlock any security measures, for using the security measures. Then biometric systems can be implemented in many areas, because for security purposes in companies and many other industries we are using face recognition and biometric systems. It's all connected with the computer vision, and we can use as a password, or we can omit the password and we can detect our face for the security purpose. Next is that target recognition. It's recognizing, or it's an identifying an object. It's mainly for identifying an object from a group of objects. It's called the target recognition. It can done easily using computer vision. Next is that we can get the image from, that is interpretation of high resolution satellite images. Here we can analyze and transmit the information and insights using computer vision, and we can categorize the images with high resolution. Next is that traffic monitoring. It's a main application of computer vision, because in this busy schedule many of the vehicles are being in a traffic, and we have to control it, but it can be done easily using computer vision, that is able to detect the movement of vehicles to track and count using camera with inbuilt computer vision. Here we can use many of the subsystems, that is for detecting the traffic monitoring, video subsystem or motor detector subsystem, display control subsystems. Everything is based on this computer vision or the digital platform that mainly helps in application level in traffic monitoring. The next is that face detection. It's identifying or verifying a person from a digital image or a video frame or from a video source, and classifying or controlling or concluding that this face is mentioning any other person or authorized person. This is the main application of computer vision, that is face detection. Next is that 3D shape reconstruction. Here we can compute a 3D model of the scene. That is, we have already discussed that 3D scenes are being used in computer vision. With this 3D shape reconstruction, we can use computer vision for analyzing. Next is that object recognition in mobile phones. We can detect instance or semantic objects of a certain classes in digital images, and we can particularly identify and classify that image which belongs to which category. So this mainly called as an object, and it classifies under the certain classes. This is the main application of computer vision in order to get the object recognition. Next is sports. In the field of sports, computer vision plays an important role because Hawkeye is a computer vision video system used in numerous sports, example cricket, tennis, football, badminton, where it's used to visually track the trajectory of the ball and displays which path, likely path, as a moving image. So Hawkeye is an computer vision system. It's also mainly applicable and most of the areas it covers. The next one is the self-driven cars. Self-driving cars is used to detect and classify different objects using computer vision, because object recognition is mainly based on this computer vision. So we have to implement this computer vision in self-driving cars, and this is the main part or main object of our artificial intelligence, and it's mainly possible because of computer vision. Next is that it can be used or it can be applicable in interactive games, and most of the movements and object recognition, everything can be classified using this computer vision, and it's very possible in entertaining the users. Next one is that it can be used in industrial robots, because we have to get a correct vision. We are using computer vision in order to detect and analyze correct targeted one. So it's mainly an applicable in industrial robots. Next, it can be used in mobile robots, mainly trucks and many other places. Mobility robots are using computer vision for identifying and analyzing the movements, and everything can be comes under computer vision. Next is that in medical imaging. Here also the computer vision is playing an important role in order to get the scanning of images and scanning of the internal organs and gets the correct possibility working everything. Next we can see an example. Here we are going to analyze what the computer vision can be used and how can it used to detect an image, or what are the methods can be followed. Already I have mentioned that probability is mainly playing a vital role in detecting an image. So here we are going to discuss an example mainly with the calculating the probability and converting it into clippings, and that is clipping techniques and identifying the particular image. See, here we have seen on digital photo, it's a mainly captured digital photo from the sensor. Then how can we calculate the probability, or how can we analyze the digital image and identify the 5 faces from this image? It's going to give an example. Then first one, we have to calculate the probability. Probability can be calculated using 2 ways. First, we have to find out the PMF, that is probability mass function. It's mainly goes with the 2-dimensional matrix. And here coordinate values are there, x and y, and we have to find out the matrix format, and we have to find out the mass function for that. Then next comes the CDF, that is cumulative distributive function. It's a mainly cumulative sum of values which got from PMF, that is probability mass function values, are just sum out from this cumulative distributive function. This is how we are calculating the probability. Then next we have to identify the probability threshold, that is it's a probability parameter or decision parameter. Already in computer, it's also related with computer graphics, that is we are analyzing the parameter, that is initial decision parameter, and we are analyzing, and next pixel we will find out by incrementing the value, and likewise we can conclude that the given picture is this, like that we can classify using this initial decision parameter. The same thing here, probability threshold means it's a decision threshold. It's mainly 0.5 for normalized predicted or probabilities, and it can be set in order to identify the correct or accurate images. Next one is that we have to find out the clumps. This is mainly clustering together, that is more clarifying the images and converting it into correct pixels and identifying the correct format of the picture. This is the clumps. The next one is that we have to filter by size. That is, filtering is mainly done in order to reduce every unwanted parts and everything. So here we have detected 5 faces, and along with that the Christmas tree also have been detected. So we have to omit these unwanted feature. So after this we are going for smoothing and many other process, and we can omit the unwanted areas, and we can correctly identify the digital images, or we can classify the images into correct category. So it's the filter by size. The next one is that focal filtering for smoothing. This mainly doing the reduce noise within an image. This is the smoothing process, and focal filtering mainly depend on the reducing noise. In order to reduce noise, we are mainly using, and we have to analyze the pictures in a correct format. The next one is that after smoothing we have to move on to erasing out. That is, we have to set the correct images, and we have to erase other all images from the scene, and we have to analyze and categorize the particular images. So this is the erasing out process. The next one is that we can convert to vector. Here comes the next techniques which comes under computer graphics, that is converting to vector. This vector can be used by filtering, and we can analyze using many other techniques. So we are converting each detected parts into vector. The next one is that we have to get the filtering islands, that is we are all over filtering, everything can be done, and mainly we are catching the correct process, that is correct images. Next is that clipping or outliers, that is now we are going to the final technique. Here comes the clipping section. So outliers we are taking it, and we are categorizing it according to the clipping. Then next we are identifying this clipping means we can use it by nearest parameter, and many other we have to calculate the pixel values. So here we are going to identify the geometric parameters and calculating the parameter values. Then all of the images are set into polygon clipping, and polygon shapes are identified. Here it comes for pixel probabilities and area covered, and probability n means it's the final probability, how to calculate each picture, or accuracy mentioned here using the parameter values. The next one is that filtering by probability. With this probability we are filtering and cutting out the unwanted portion. That is, we have now comes into the final image processing, that is 5 faces are being detected, the other one is being omitted using this probability. So here we have identified the 5 faces, and now we are going to next process, that is reducing all the noise in the images, and we are going to calculate using the smoothing polygons. Here the polygon clipping technique is implemented, and bounding box we can create using this smoothing process, and it calculated the that is bounding boxes. Here we can analyze whose picture is this, and correctly whose refers to it. Then mainly speaking, it's the final part, and we can identify or classify the pictures into or categorize the pictures according to the labels. And this is the most common example for how we are using computer vision techniques in order to get a image or face recognition. These are the steps followed in recognizing a face. And mainly, first of all, computer vision is a great advantages because we can have the RGB colors, and a combination of RGB colors we can identify the correct images and correct in a correct saturation, contrast, and brightness. That is, it comes under the luminance. And RGB values also, it ranges from 0 to 255 values to intensity. So we can see that the computer vision is fastly improving. That is, since it began in the 1960s, the field is very much improving. It's a technique mainly used in many of the applications. It's a common example or a simple example I have given for detecting how computer vision working, or what are the architecture or what are the steps or techniques followed in computer vision. So computers can now quickly and accurately recognize thousands of faces as well as growing number of other objects. It's a main advantage and over this era or over this advanced technology. And it's a mainly computer vision is given many applications level in robotics also. It's mainly connected with a robotic vision also. It's a because of robotic vision or computer vision implemented in robotics, it can be used in autonomous robot navigation, inspection and assemblies can be done easily. And mainly computer vision can be a major or important track of this world. And hereby we can conclude that computer vision is mainly a part of advanced technology and comes under artificial intelligence. And moreover, it's the there is a today in the world we are mainly depending on computer vision in order to implement object recognition and everything in the robotics nature, also in many other applications level. Machines can't replicate a human image recognition, but computer vision can play a vital role in getting this vision in machines too. So by concluding this, we can have a great look in computer vision, and it's mainly high dimensional and getting many converting the digital images into many multiple forms, and analyzing it and categorizing it to, according to the labels. So moving on to this topic, we are mainly very advantageous over many other applications. So thank you for listening today's session. If you have any queries, please ask it in chat box. Any queries, please ask. I'm hoping the topic is very much clear. Is there any doubt? Okay, face recognition algorithms. Okay, many algorithms are there. Must we have we are being using two algorithms, that is SSD and YOLO. That is, SSD means a single shot multiplier, that is we can get it by detection, and YOLO means you are involved or you are or look at once, that is YOLO. And these are the mainly used algorithms for object detection and face detection too. Yes. Yeah, we are uploading it in a YouTube channel. You can refer it. Okay. first of all, we are having the two branches, that is neural networks is a separate branch. Here, convolutional neural network is a class of deep neural networks. That is, it comes on DNN, and here it's commonly applying for the analyzing visual imagery. That is, if we are analyzing through our human eyes, also we will just imagine it to that world, isn't it? So the same thing can be implemented in machines using CNN. So we are preferring CNN for that. Okay, thank you. Pardon once more, I didn't hear.